Thursday the 13th of June was a punchy day in Barcelona, with the breeze peaking at 22 knots, perfect for testing and training in top-end conditions. But midway through what Alinghi Red Bull racing team later said had been a very productive session, drama struck as the Swiss boat was dismasted shortly after a bear-away.
It was a very productive one in the top range wind speeds and conditions. Beautiful day, and and then by the end of it, during a bear-away with a mast failure, which resulted in a mast breaking into pieces, and now the boat is back at the dock safe, and we're just recovering the mast, and we're getting into the repairs. Of course, it's in yachting we know things like this can happen, and they're not uncommon. And that's why we have spares, as I said, and we have, the approach we have with the people on the water and technicians and engineers. So it's going to be important to put it all back together as soon as possible and get back into our preparation. But we'll see later this afternoon. We'll have a good picture for sure, a good idea.
Clearly, this is a huge blow for the Swiss, but the incident will have sent shockwaves through the entire America's Cup community. This is the first time that an AC35 has lost its mast, and while it's clear that these boats push the limits in all areas, the fact that the class rules have strict controls on the dimensions and structure of the masts will ring alarm bells for all the teams. Under the rules, AC75 masts have to conform to specific dimensions. Teams are not allowed to reduce the laminate thickness, but they can add to it. When it comes to the fit-out, teams are allowed to produce custom designs for some of the items, such as the mainsail tracks, the lock-in system and the camber control. But the standing rigging is strictly one design. Throughout the history of the America's Cup, there have been many dismastings, but given the strict controls on the mast and rigging for the AC75s, this one will be a concern for all of the teams.